Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a new recording of Carl Nielsen. I always look forward to Carl Nielsen. This features the Symphony No. 3, the Sinfonia Espansiva, the tone poem Pan and Syrinx, and the Flute Concerto, which is really a lovely coupling. It really is, with Adam Walker, flute, the Bergen Philharmonic, under Edward Gardner. Now, they've already done the Fourth Symphony with the Violin Concerto, and I enjoyed that. I liked it very much, actually, and so I was really looking forward to this. I wasn't quite as excited as I was by the Fourth Symphony, I have to be honest, but it's still very good. It really is. Let's start at the beginning. Pan and Syrinx. This has got to be one of the great tone poems from the early, whenever it was, 20th century. It was written in 1917-18. It's rather late. It's only 8 minutes and a bit long, but it's marvelous. Oh my God, it is so evocative. Absolutely amazing, incredible sonority and orchestration, and I you know what the deal is. Syrinx gets turned into a reed at the end, I think, right? Isn't that what happens? But it's just amazing. It really is. I mean, it's sort of a nature mythological poem thing. You got to hear it. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. This is a beautiful performance. First rate. It really is. Then we have the Flute Concerto. Now, the Flute Concerto is delicious. I don't know why it isn't more popular. Actually, all of Nielsen's concertos aren't terribly popular. And I think the reason is because they are too characterful. In other words, they really do embody some kind of personality in dialogue with the orchestra. And I think for most people, it's kind of just puzzling, that the flute and the orchestra and the characters are reacting the way they do to each other. For example, in the Flute Concerto, you have this trombone who kind of gets in the way at the second movement, and they go at it, the two of them. In the Clarinet Concerto, it's a snare drum. In the Violin Concerto, you have that light pastoral finale where people expect virtuoso fireworks. The concerto is about its own inner drama, not so much about, doing something to show off the instrument. So it really is kind of amazing. I mean, it does that. It does show off the instrument. They all do. But their form and syntax is really unique, and I just think they're marvelous. They sound more like Nielsen than like typical concerto, and I think that's a good thing. Now, the third. This is where the problems start to happen. This is a very swift, light performance. The work has more weight than Gardner gives it. The timpani aren't quite striking enough. The trumpets don't quite cut. The accents aren't as bold as they need to be in the first movement. The big waltz in the middle of the first movement, the development section, could really swing. Now, there is great clarity. I give it that. I like the up-tempo feel of the whole thing. I really do. I mean, it has a nice sense of flow, especially in the finale, which can really kind of hang fire. And it does get better as it goes. The third movement and the finale, I think, are the best parts. The slow movement also has a little bit of an issue for me because it consists of woodwind sort of recitative and then a passionate string response. Well, the strings could have a little bit more substance. Maybe, I've seen the Bergen Philharmonic. Maybe it's just not a large enough string section. That's a possibility. And then when the two soloists come in at the end doing their vocalises, they're just going, ah, with a, very pastoral interlude, and the woman going, ah, that sort of stuff. The voices are a little too close. Somehow they don't seem embedded in the orchestral texture like they have to be. And these are small issues, small little quibbly things, but there are fabulous performances of the symphony, and so they do matter. I liked the performance. I liked its fleetness. I liked its clarity, and I liked the general rhythmic, buoyancy of the whole thing. That's the word, buoyancy. But I wanted to have a little bit more weight, a little more cut and thrust. That's me. You may feel differently. The other two things on the disc are wonderful. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag, possibly. But if you enjoyed the Fourth Symphony with these forces and the Violin Concerto, then you'll probably want to hear this as well. And you won't be disappointed, I don't think. I really don't. But it's so difficult now with these pieces when you've got so many fine recordings, so many ways to engage with the music. And this is a distinctive approach. I give it that. It's interesting, actually, because Chandos has several Nielsen cycles, as you know. Maybe the third time's a charm, fourth time, third and a half, whatever it is. But they also have the slowest, heaviest one with Rosh-Destvensky. And this is just the opposite of that, and in order to sort of frame it properly. So give it a shot and see what you think. I can't say it would be a waste of your time or money. It's an approach that's worth engaging with. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me, and take care.